But yeah, just moving forward to our next topic, looking at this these interesting prospects in the class of 2020-27 that Alabama has their eyes on. We're starting out with Maxwell Hiller, MonShun Sales, and AJ Pauley. Three athletes. Pauley is the lowest of the stars. He has 3 stars, 6'5", 260-pound defensive lineman. Is definitely a player that Alabama has their sights on. He's already been projected to be a potential target to commit with Alabama very soon. Obviously, we've talked about MonShun Sales in the past. With his work, but we're gonna focus on AJ Pauley right now, a 3 technique defensive lineman who can put both hands in the ground and rush the quarterback from either side. Looking at him, he already causes a lot of havoc. He is fast for his size. He's a player that I know Kane Warmack would love to get his hands on for sure. He's a disruptor. He's somebody that you got to double team him at that level because you can line him up inside, you can line him up outside. He's a run stopper. He's pretty much everything that you look for you in your young defensive lineman. So looking at a player like him, he has an upcoming visit to Alabama. I forget what date that is, but he has his spring visit coming soon. Could imagine him being at A-Day. So seeing the power and rush technique and speed that he possesses at this young age, you definitely want to get a player like this in the fold for the class of 2027. I would imagine that after this year, we're not going to see no more 3 stars. You might see a 4, 5-star out of him. So, Kellen DeBoer always has a hunch for finding those gems in the cracks. And AJ Pauley is definitely a player that fits that mold. So it'll just be interesting to see where his recruitment is, where it lands. But some of the experts have already projected him to Alabama. So if we can get this type of defensive intensity out of a young player like AJ Pauley, like I said, 6'5", 260 pounds, that'll definitely be key for the future of this Alabama roster. Like I said, he played the same position, plays a similar position to Desmond Umazulu. Can line him up on the front. He has a positional versatility to you can drop him back a little bit and let him be a spy. But you seeing his main trait, he liked to rush the passer. And the fact that you don't see a lot of players putting their hand in the ground, he already got his hand in the ground. A lot of players like to stand up in that receiver's position and rush off the edge. I mean, I would too though, because getting off the ground and having to pop back up and fight the man off. But that's impressive to me at his size. Like I said, 6'5", being able to put his hand in the ground and rush the quarterback. So that's a pass deflection right there. So you just see his football IQ and play recognition for sure. So you love a player like that. Obviously, he's not a finished product. He's going to have to develop. But love what I'm seeing right here on film from Mr. Pauley.
It feels like by the time we get to his senior season for 2026, he's going to move up to 4-star status, maybe even inch closer to 5-star, honestly. Because, I mean, like 3-star, that's too low. That is too
man.
low.
Yeah, I mean, it happens like that sometimes. It might just be the division he's playing in or, not getting out to enough camps, so not enough people seeing him. But obviously, Alabama has made contact with him, so the right people are seeing him, and I pretty much trust Kellen DeBoer's eyes when he say a 3-star is good because his track record on players that have lower exposure and stuff like that, he's pretty much hit. So getting a player like him, I wish I had his stats right now, but getting a player like him, somebody that you got to double team, somebody that relentlessly lives in the backfield. You got a game plan for him. He can shed off blocks. He plays with a relentless motor. Getting a player like that, that's key, man. It don't matter what star you is. If you can ball, you can ball. And Mr. Pauley can ball. So I definitely love what I see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm excited about what he could bring if he goes to Alabama. But it's like you said, it's probably because there's not enough exposure of Pauley, which is why he's not at the 4-star status just yet, but I think everybody's going to.
Hey, but that's good for Alabama. Like I said, you getting recognized, and I know that'll mean something to Pauley. Before the exposure, Kellen DeBoer them already highlighted him. So, it's all about relations and stuff like that. I know Kane Warmack has probably been in contact with him, and getting a player like that who doesn't have the stars he maybe should. I definitely think that that's going to play a big factor in his recruitment. Like I said, we just saw some of the experts already projecting him to Alabama. So it's probably like a dream offer for him. So we'll just see what happens as spring comes up. These players coming on campus for A-Day, coming on these individual practices, visits, and stuff like that. It'll just be interesting to see where Mr. Pauley lands. But would definitely love him in the Crimson Tide uniform for sure.
5. Oh, he's
6. Hey, but he probably gonna grow into that 6'6".
Oh,
but you can definitely see why he is one of those players that Alabama is going hard after, continuing to get that offensive line settled. He can definitely be a player in the future that you can build around. So would definitely love to see him in the Crimson Tide uniform as well. It seems like every big play that his high school had, the runners are running behind him, the skill players run behind him. He's a protector of the quarterback. He can play inside. He can play a little bit tackle and guard. Everything in motion is basically coming off of the back of him. We're seeing that right now on the film. So loving that. Hillard got a lot of options. He what's his other options? I know it was a couple other SEC schools. It's hard to keep up with all these kids.
Yeah, I think it was Florida. Yeah, I think Florida was one of them.
Yeah.
But honestly, he's got a lot. But MonShun Sales is definitely the key to Elijah Haven getting to Alabama. Tennessee and Ohio State are the other schools that are looking at Maxwell Hiller.
Yeah.
So they're the other couple schools, but we don't. He'll definitely make his announcement sometime in the summer, I'm sure, but because he's planning visits around late May, early June.
Yeah. A lot of those kids like to have a commitment before they go into their senior year. So I mean, it'll just be hinging off of A-Day game and summer visits and stuff like that. But like you said, it'd just be interesting to see where Hillard's recruitment leads him. Also talking about MonShun Sales, the 6'5", 215-pound number one receiver in the class of 2027. Him and Elijah Haven have a documented relationship. They both came down here on Junior Day in January to be wined and dined by the Crimson Tide at their Junior Day. So, they could be a package deal. Who knows? I mean, especially you want to lock in a player like MonShun Sales with obviously you got some younger receivers like Derek Meadows, Shadarian Morgan, players like that who already are 6'5" as well. But if Ryan Williams go off this year like we all expect and want him to go off this year, he could be headed to the NFL. So you might have to round out that spot with another receiver like that. But MonShun Sales is a player, even at 6'5", he can play in the slot. He can play on the outside. He's a player that just has a good feel for the game. And like I said, with that documented relationship he has with Elijah Haven, that could be a domino effect. So, I mean, it's no telling what happens there. But those are definitely three players that Alabama has their eyes on this spring that they could potentially be looking to get some commitments out of. It's no telling what could happen. Yeah, let's turn on some MonShun Sales film. Even though we've just seen it several times, but it ain't never too bad to see it again. Just seeing his after the catch ability, seeing his speed at that size.
Oh, he made a man miss on that.
Yeah, he gonna make a man miss. He one of those players that it take multiple efforts to get down. You got a game plan for this type of dude. Like I said, being 6'5", you can put him in the slot. He can take the top off of the defense and hit his head on the goalpost. You can line him up outside. You don't want to press him. Please don't press him because he's going to get inside on you like that, or he might go over the top of you and beat you for that jump ball. And at his size, he helped his high school out on some defense as well. So seeing that physicalness, a lot of receivers don't like to be physical. Not a lot of receivers, but, some receivers don't like to be physical. But seeing him be able to play that defense, that's good too. And seeing him it seems like no catch is too big for him. He can make all the catches that you need at that age, and seeing like I said, just at that size, being able to get behind defenders, and I'm waiting for the jump ball. I love the jump ball. I want to see the jump ball, man.
You got it.
There it is. Yep, the back shoulder fade, jump ball. You love that. You love to see that. You love to see that. I mean, obviously that's what he's built for. But
ask and you shall receive.
Yep, obviously that's what he's built for. But seeing some of those other plays, like I said, lining up in the slot, being one-on-one once again, you don't want to press him. He got speed. He got almost 4.4 speed, so he can get behind any of your defenders. So a player like that would definitely shine in this Crimson Tide offense. I feel like we already got one in Sedarian Morgan, a 5-star receiver, but it don't hurt to have another one. And then just no telling what's going to happen in the 2027 season. Ryan Williams, we wishing him the best, hoping that this is an NFL year for him potentially. Who knows? But if Ryan Williams go off, the NFL will definitely be calling. I mean, so you definitely want to have this lined up in case that happens. But this kid does it all. He can run the intermediate routes. He can make people miss after the catch. The acceleration is amazing. The physicalness, finding the spots in the soft zone in the defense, you love to see it. So MonShun sells, that's a home run type of hit. If you can hit on that type of player, you got to hit on him. And we're seeing the blocking. I know Coach Derek Nix would love that. Blocking is a big thing in this Alabama offense. You have to know how to block. So we love to see that. And just his ability to separate at the top of the route. We just saw him catch a simple hitch and was able to separate. So you love to see that as well. So, and like I said, blocking. Hey, man, he too big, man. You got somebody 6'5" coming at you like that. It's hard to stop him. So, it's just it'll just be interesting to see where his recruitment lands. Obviously, the kid is from Indiana. Kosignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers have been hot on his trail, rightfully so. I don't blame him. I wouldn't try to let him leave the state of Indiana either. But he's a highly coveted player. So if Alabama can get their hands on him this spring, that would be wonderful. They can get a commitment out of him that might lead to some future commitments from some players like E.J. Haven. It's no telling. So this spring is definitely going to be a big thing for the Crimson Tide. But Kalen DeBoer being the recruiter and the communicator that he is, Derek Nix being the recruiter that he is, Kane Warmack being the recruiter that he is, and Ryan Grubb getting a second chance to implement this offense. And if it boom how I think it can boom this year, that's only going to lead to some more pressure just in the recruiting ranks. It's going to put more pressure on other schools to be like, hey, we might got to snag this kid up, or Bama snag him up, because like I said, Kalen DeBoer is an elite recruiter. So the fact that he has all three of these kids in the loop trying to get them to come, just got to keep your eyes up. So if we definitely see something, I'm not expecting recruitment from any of these kids till after April, leaning into June, July, potentially August. Like I said, a lot of kids like to recruit right before their senior year. You got camps going on and stuff, people trying to see where they can get more offers from who can do what, who can do this. So it'll just be interesting to see. But definitely some more talent coming in potentially for Alabama on top of the stellar recruiting class that they had in 2026. This was a top 5 class. Kellen DeBoer has produced continuous top 5 classes since he's been in Tuscaloosa, and getting any of those 3 could definitely spearhead the potential of having a third one. So we'll definitely keep our ears to the streets and our eyes on all 3 players.
For sure. And any breaking news on the recruiting cycle for the 2027 class or 2028 class, we will definitely make sure to bring it to you all right here on Alabama The Voice College Football, whether if it's a pre-recorded video or a live edition. Let me tell you, we will be making sure to keep you updated. That's why you like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you never miss no video whatsoever.